Welcome to Photos of the Past. We share history's most intriguing images. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. This photograph shows German soldiers during World War II. Motorcycles with sidecars were commonly used in missions requiring speed and agility. These soldiers were involved in dangerous operations to break through enemy lines and secure critical areas. The heavy machine gun mounted on the motorcycle made these vehicles a mobile point of attack. This amusing and unusual photograph captures a llama looking out of a car window in New York City. Taken in the 1950s, this image highlights how animals can sometimes appear in the most unexpected places, breaking the monotony of everyday life. Such photos remind us of the surprising and delightful moments that can occur amidst the hustle and bustle of city life. This intriguing photograph showcases a do-it-yourself tanning machine from the 1940s. At the time, sunbathing was in vogue, and people desired a bronzed complexion. These devices offered a quick way to achieve that look. Though they often resulted in unhealthy and uneven tans, this technology reflects the evolution of beauty and fashion trends over time. This humorous vintage photograph shows a disgruntled child who, after likely experiencing a painful visit to the dentist, is seen writing "liar" on the wall next to the door of a painless dentist. The irony captured in this image highlights the child's protest against the misleading promise of a pain-free dental experience, adding a touch of humor to a historically common fear. This photo shows revolutionary leader Che Guevara at a chess tournament. Known for his strategic mind and intellectual side, Che's participation in these tournaments after the Cuban Revolution highlighted his revolutionary spirit and strategic thinking. This historic photograph shows Stylianos Kyriakides crossing the finish line of the 1946 Boston Marathon. Kyriakides had endured great suffering during the Nazi occupation of Greece and aimed to draw attention to his country by winning this race. After his victory, he became a hero in his homeland by helping to raise aid for Greece. This striking photograph shows a plane caught in a tree during World War I. The pilot may have been trying to evade enemy fire or make an emergency landing due to engine failure when this unusual situation occurred. The plane hanging in the tree highlights the chaotic nature of war and the incredible dangers faced by pilots. This photo shows Albert Einstein at the opening of the 1939 New York World's Fair. Einstein was known for both his scientific achievements and his humble personality. This image reflects his connection with the public and the attention he received at events. This historic photograph was taken at the top of the Eiffel Tower in 1889. It features Gustav Eiffel, the designer of the tower, alongside a fellow engineer. The Eiffel Tower was constructed as the tallest structure in the world at that time and became a symbol of Paris. This moment immortalizes a landmark achievement in engineering and architecture. This photograph shows members of the special military unit known as the Monuments Men during World War II. This unit was established to rescue art and cultural treasures stolen by Nazi Germany. The soldiers in the photo are inspecting and securing valuable artworks that were protected. This mission highlights the importance of preserving art and culture, even in the shadow of war. This intriguing photograph features the Amphi scooter, an amphibious scooter produced by Lambretta. Designed for use both on land and in water, this vehicle reflects the innovative spirit of the 1960s. While its practicality might be debatable, inventions like the Amphi scooter stand as examples of the creative and bold design approaches of the era. This photograph shows a warhorse used by German soldiers during World War I. The heavy machine gun carried on the horse's back provided portable firepower on the front lines. Animals played critical roles in the harsh conditions of war, offering essential support in logistics and combat where human strength alone wasn't enough. This image is a reproduction of a famous wanted poster for the notorious outlaw Billy the Kid, offering a $5,000 reward for his capture, dead or alive. Billy the Kid, whose real name was William H. Bonney, was a legendary figure in the American Old West, known for his involvement in various crimes, including cattle rustling and murder. This poster symbolizes the lawlessness of the era and the relentless pursuit of outlaws by law enforcement. This photograph shows two women carrying ice in Manhattan, likely from the 1920s. At the time, this job was typically done by men, but these women defied gender norms by successfully taking on this challenging work. The image highlights an early example of women entering the workforce and breaking traditional roles. This playful photo captures Ham, the first chimpanzee sent to space after his successful mission in 1961. Ham survived the spaceflight, paving the way for human space exploration. This image celebrates Ham's historic achievement and his critical role in humanity's journey to space. Ham's mission stands as a significant milestone in the history of space research. This iconic photograph was taken during the construction of skyscrapers in New York in the 1930s. It captures a construction worker sitting on a steel beam hundreds of feet above the ground, with the Empire State Building towering in the background. This image reflects the daring spirit of the time and the composure of workers, despite the dangerous conditions they faced. This unforgettable photograph was taken during the medal ceremony for the 200-meter race at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. American athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos raised their black-gloved fists in the air, making a powerful statement against the oppression and discrimination faced by black people in the United States. Australian athlete Peter Norman supported their stance by wearing a human rights badge. This moment has become one of the most iconic political protests in sports history. This intriguing vintage photograph features a couple in what appears to be a role reversal of traditional gender attire. The man is dressed in a formal gown, while the woman is wearing a suit, defying the conventional norms of their time. This image captures a moment of bold expression and likely carries significant personal or cultural meaning, reflecting the diverse ways people have chosen to present themselves throughout history. This photograph features the famous escape artist, Harry Houdini. Known for his ability to free himself from chains and heavy weights, Houdini astonished audiences with his daring escape acts. His performances often involved escaping from seemingly impossible situations, cementing his legacy as a legend in the world of magic and illusion, showcasing both physical endurance and brilliant escape strategies. This photograph shows two veterans who were injured during World War I. The man in the wheelchair and the one standing with crutches have managed to hold on to life despite the devastating effects of the war. The image reflects the resilience of the human spirit and serves as a reminder of the strength found in maintaining a smile even in tough times. This photograph depicts a moment from the Troubles in Northern Ireland. A young man fearlessly confronts British soldiers. The conflict, which lasted from the 1960s to 1998, was marked by deep social and political tensions. This moment has become a powerful symbol of the bravery shown by ordinary people during these turbulent times. This photograph, taken on an American beach in the 1920s, reflects the strict moral codes of the time. A beach official is measuring how short the women's swimsuits are above the knee. Such practices were part of rigid dress codes, requiring women to cover their bodies, which eventually led to significant social changes over time. This iconic photograph was taken during the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge, highlighting one of the most daring engineering projects in history. Built in the 1930s, the bridge rises over the waters surrounding San Francisco, showcasing the workers' effort as they labored at great heights to complete this monumental structure. The image stands as a symbol of human determination and engineering prowess, defying the challenges of nature. This powerful photograph was taken during the Civil Rights March on Washington on August 28, 1963. The prominent figure, Martin Luther King Jr., delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech at this march, creating one of the most impactful moments in American history. The image has become a symbol of the struggle for racial equality and justice. This dramatic photograph captures the moment when the Hindenburg Zeppelin burst into flames and crashed in Lakehurst, New Jersey on May 6, 1937. The Hindenburg was the world's largest airship, and this tragic accident claimed the lives of 36 people. The disaster marked the end of the airship era and is considered a turning point in aviation history. This image captures a typical scene from the Wild West, featuring two men at a bar, possibly sharing a conversation or a drink. The bartender stands behind the counter, ready to serve. Bars were key social hubs during this era, reflecting the lifestyle and culture of the time, providing a window into the American Wild West. This photograph carries a powerful visual message highlighting the ironic and contradictory nature of war. The hand grenade with "Have a nice day" written on it symbolizes the stark contrast between the destructive nature of war and the everyday expressions of kindness. Such images are used to provoke thought about the absurdity and tragedy of conflict. This photograph was taken during the construction of the Statue of Liberty. The giant head of the statue was built in Paris in the 1870s before being shipped to America and assembled in New York Harbor. The Statue of Liberty is an iconic symbol of independence and freedom, recognized worldwide. This image captures the early stages of creating a historic monument. This photograph showcases a peculiar two-way bicycle invented in Britain. Two people can ride the same bicycle while facing each other and pedaling in opposite directions, requiring coordination and teamwork. Such inventions reflect Britain's history of creative and sometimes eccentric innovations. This bicycle stands as an example of a design more focused on novelty and fun rather than practicality. This photograph shows Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of the Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC restaurant chain. Sanders created a global brand with his famous fried chicken. Known for its unique blend of spices and cooking method, starting KFC at the age of 65, he became widely recognized for his white suit and iconic appearance, symbolizing his success and brand identity. This iconic photograph shows civil rights activist Malcolm X holding a rifle while peering out the window. This image symbolizes his unwavering determination and the necessity of self-defense in the fight against racism in America. Malcolm X was known for his firm stance on defending his rights, and this photo vividly captures the violent atmosphere of that era. This photograph shows one of the homing pigeons used during World War I to save soldiers' lives. Pigeons were employed to safely deliver crucial messages from the front lines. These small birds bravely fulfilled their duties even under the harshest war conditions, saving thousands of lives. This photograph features a group of Soviet female snipers during World War II, proudly displaying their medals and rifles. These women were part of the Soviet Union's military forces and played a crucial role in the war effort. Their bravery and skill earned them numerous commendations, making them some of the most feared snipers of the war. This poignant photograph captures the moment of a soldier feeding a small puppy amidst the devastation of war, even in the harsh environment of battle. This image serves as a reminder that the human capacity for compassion endures. It symbolizes hope and the enduring kindness of humanity, even in the most difficult circumstances. Moments like this highlight the strength of the human spirit, shining through the tragedy of war. This iconic photograph was taken in 1961 during the construction of the Berlin Wall. East German border guard Konrad Schumann is seen jumping over barbed wire to escape to West Berlin. This act of defiance became a symbol of the Cold War, representing the longing for freedom in a world divided by the Berlin Wall. This photo captures a playful moment from the past, where a zookeeper is seen using a watering can to shower a group of penguins at a zoo. The scene reflects the more casual and sometimes unconventional methods used in animal care during earlier times. The penguins, seemingly enjoying the experience, add a touch of charm and humor to this historical image. This poignant photograph shows a young girl posing with her prosthetic legs. The image likely dates back to the late 1800s or early 1900s, reflecting the medical advancements of that era. Such prosthetics were designed to help disabled individuals regain mobility and independence. This image highlights how technology and medicine have transformed human life. This photograph shows a medical dog and a soldier working together during World War I. These dogs played a crucial role on the battlefield, finding wounded soldiers and carrying basic first aid supplies under harsh conditions. The image symbolizes how animals provided vital support to humans despite the hardships of war.